So we're holding here in Shar Nekudim, Perek Aleph, in Sefer Tiva Chaim. For anyone who wants to join the Shar Yisod, just go to our website at ktoraschaim.com. And I want to say a special share today. This was the order that I had this morning at the Kosel. We're learning Lamaisa now in Shar Nekudim about the 9, I guess you call it Nekudas, vowels, Kamatz, Pasach, Siri, Segel, Shva, Cholam, Chirik, Shurak, and Kamutz. And those 9 vowels are connected to 9 spheres from Keser to Yisod. Malchus doesn't have anything of its own. It doesn't have a sphere and a vowel. Right? But it comes out, Lamaisa, that each one is connected to a different sphere. And it explains here, Kamatz and Pasach. Kamatz is connected to Keser because Keser is very closed. And Pasuk is connected to Chochmah because that's really the start of Reishis Chochmah Yeres Hashem. Chochmah is really the Reishis because that's really where we get started from Chochmah. No, Kamatz is Keser, and Pasuk is 24. Kamatz is Keser, and Pasuk is Chochmah. Okay, so that is the Nekuda says here today in Oskaf Dalad. And I want to be most of a little bit that on. I had this morning at the Kosel about Parshas Hamaan. Everyone knows about Parshas Hamaan. This is a statement in English and Hebrew. It says in Parshas Hamaan that you say it every day your Parnasa is guaranteed. How does that work exactly? What does that mean? And what does it mean your Parnasa is guaranteed? And what's Parnasa? What is Parnasa? What is that all about? Right? We know that the man was a shefa from Shamayim. Ban says it was the food that the Malchi Ashuris used to eat, right? But they still eat it probably. Still eat man. So it represents though the shefa that comes down. It's a very interesting diuk from the Malbim. The pasuk says Zad Dvar Asher Siva Hashem. Zad Dvar Asher Siva Hashem is talking about the man, and the Malbim says it was actually the Dvar Hashem. The man was the Dvar Hashem. Zad Dvar Asher Siva Hashem. The man was Dvar Hashem. It was the actual words of Parshas Hamaan. That is the man, right? It was made up of those words, and so it comes out. If you say Parshas Hamaan, it's like you're eating man because the man came through these letters, these osios, and the Ma'aser from what we're learning now, we learned in Tanta, osios don't just mean the osios; they also mean the tagim, and they mean the nekudas, and they mean the tamim, right? Those 4 elements always go together, and those 4 elements represent Av Sag Ben, the shefa of Av Sag Ben. So what I'd like to suggest is this: the Parshas Hamaan is creating kalim, as it were, to receive the shefa. Right? We say it's a Gemara in Brachas, basically. It says Kol Amar Ashrei Gimel Pamim B'Yom is. Okay, he'll have Mutzaloshi B'Olam Haba, but it says, so why do we Ashrei? Poseach Yodeh is Parnasa. Hashem Ki'ilu sends the shefa down. Poseach Yodeh must be Chol Charatzon. How does Hashem feed from an Adam to Karni Re'im, the type of insect? Yeah, I believe. The answer is because Hashem shefa is coming down into this world. And that shefa is what creates the Parnasa, right? As I always say, the gefilte fish we have on Shabbos, that has a shor shamala in the shefa, in the oros of Av Sag Ben. So the Lamaisa though, you need some kalim to receive it. Right? You need kalim to receive that shefa. Saying Parshas Hamaan is creating kalim to receive that shefa. When you say this Parshas V'Yom Hashem Moshe, so you're saying the Talmud, you're saying the Osus, which include the Tagim, and you're saying the Nekudos. And if I've seen people say it before with the Trup, you say it with so you're connecting to all of this Shefa, creating Kalim, all the Shefa is coming from Av Sag Ben, and creating Kalim to receive it, right? So by saying Parshas Hamaan, it's like, it says here at the end, Kach Sensenes Achas, V'tein Sham Malei Omer Man. Take one vessel, and put in there a Malei Omer Man. So by saying Parshas Hamaan, you're creating many, many kalim, right? And that would be a reason to say it very carefully, each letter and each word. say it carefully, think about it, and because the Mochem are also, that's coming from very high places, the Shefa of understanding. So the more, yeah, okay, but that's already Av, which is above us, the Oris Av. But okay, yeah, if you know the chop, I've seen there's a Yid in the Bayakov, I forgot his name, very close to it. So it's very, he said in the morning before davening, he gets davening like half an hour early. It's a Parshas Hamaan with the trop. Okay, but some people don't know trop. Lamaisa, when you're saying the Parshas Hamaan, saying these letters, saying these tagim, saying these nekudas, and if you can't, saying the tagim, you're creating the great thing. And Lamaisa, all osios are really kalim. Right? Rabbi Yaakov Hill told me once, he said, when you change someone's name, so that's a major thing, you're like really killing the person, because those letters represent like his ability to connect the Shefa. So you change the letters, you're changing around really the whole person. It becomes almost like a Bria Chadasha, a new person. And really all, when we're learning Torah, anytime we're using words, right, we're always creating Kalim, especially Torah. Learning Torah, it's a mitzvah. You're creating Kalim. So to be very, very careful how we speak. The word Gedolim, even today, Rav Dan Segel, they don't speak the whole L. Like every time you speak, it's very, very significant. Very, very significant. And, you have good Kalim and you have some not good Kalim. Avadi, if a Chas v'Shalom person speaks Lashon Hara, that's creating Kalim Roim for the Shefa of the Sitra Acher to come in. You definitely don't want that. So, just one more Nekuda, which I heard from Rav Shlomo Reb Zatzal, Agom Tzaddik, Mari Rebbe. He said that the tefillas of Musaf Rosh Hashanah are very, very powerful because they have psukim in them, right? So if we were saying, so when you're saying these psukim, you're like the Shefa is coming down. Usually, he said we don't combine Torah and tefillah, but here we're actually combining he said it gives like a koyach gadol, it gives a tremendous power to the tefillahs of Rosh Hashanah by saying psukim in them. If you were saying that these special ability, these letters of the Torah, to kabel the shefa that's coming down from above, and really that's what it's all about. Well, everything in here in life is really about being kabel the shefa from Lamala, making kalim to be makabel that shefa. So we should always zeicha to create kalim, to learn Torah. Of course, the more your toes will shema, the more the kalim will be capable of being machzik or. That was the reason we have a shviras the kalim that's coming up. The kalim were too small, and the kalim weren't strong enough, and there was like a certain power struggle going on at the time between the spheres. So the more pure our kalimim, the more zach they are, the more strong they are, the more we are l'shem shemayim, the more our kalim will be l'shem shemayim. So God should help us to reach that. Amen.